Hello everyone. This is the continuation from the previous clip titled Switch to Forex in EU from binary options in 1 day. That clip was getting around 25 minutes, so I stopped there. But this is a continuation, basically to explain how to open and close Forex trades using very obvious and clear, visible, signals or indicator. And the most drastic difference is that in binary options it has an expiry time that has been set forth by you that will automatically close open trade at that expiry. However, in Forex, you will be the one responsible when to close the open trade. In other words, your knowledge or experience will greatly contribute to the outcome of each trade to maximize profit, but to prevent any potential risks for losing the profit that has already been generated. How you do it, it's basically the judgment call when to close based on your knowledge and experiences. And something you have to watch is during high volatile period, candle can move large distance very quickly. That can turn your profit to loss in a matter of less than a second, or you lose a big amount of profit even you still remain in a profiting range. So you really can't have much window of time to hesitate. You have to really closely watch these RSIs I'm showing you here, and you have to close or even open right at the right moment. Otherwise, candle will be moved forward, either going up or down, and you lose that momentum. So this is something very important. If the volatility is low, you may have a little few seconds to think about it. But if it's high, volatility is high, you don't have that much luxury. You have to decide right on the spot, otherwise you're gonna lose some profit, or profit can turn into loss. So something you have to be very careful. Like if you even looking at this top window, which is 5 seconds, and each candle represents 5 seconds. So you can see how much candle can move during the 5 seconds. So it is just a very important things to keep in mind. Also, there are two types of trader: scalper trader and day trader. Scalper is a trading style specializing in taking profits on small price changes, generally soon after a trade has been entered and has become profitable. Day trader is a trader that opens position and held it for a longer time, maximum to 1 day, hours. So I use both. It depends how chart moves. sometimes I just close it even less than 2 minutes. Almost same as a binary option, because especially on the 5-second chart, if volatility is high, it can move from the top limit to bottom limit in less than a minute or two. So in that kind of chart, 5 seconds chart would be just moving up and down all the time, and it is better to close it if it generates a profit. It doesn't matter it's a 2 cents or 5 cents. You just close it once profit is generated. In other words, if the candle reaches the other end of the limit, there's a overbought and oversold, top and bottom limit, green and red line. Once it reaches there, and if there's a profit, you just have to close it. And for the day trading is more represented by this screenshot right here. Let me see. This is if you look at the left bottom chart, it's a 1 hour chart, and there's a very big peak at 1 hour chart where I'm circling here, and if you look at the bottom RSI, it is also almost touching the top RSI of 1 hour chart. It indicates this region. Well, 1 hour chart is each candle represents a 1 hour movement, so it's their RSI doesn't move fast as 5 seconds or 30 seconds. So it's more like a region. Of course there's a peak, and in order to find that peak, then use 5 seconds and 30-second chart. Also look at the same time when 1 hour chart is swimming at the either top or bottom of RSI. It is a first sign it is going to reverse to the other end. But the 1 hour chart is, like I said, it's a long chart. It'll be swimming around the top region for quite long time. Sometimes even it's gonna be swimming there for 3-4 hours. In this case, it was swimming around top region about 1 hour. But the 1 hour chart cannot tell you where the real peak is. In this case, the highest point, because we are going to trade for the red reversal, and in order to do that, you have to find the opening position, entry position, and it is better if it goes to really high as much it can, so you get more leverage while you are trading. But you can't really see this. If you're looking at this 1 hour chart, there's a big wick on this red candle which generated the peak. At that point, when peak was generated, actually this candle was a green candle. Then once it reached the peak, it came down as a wick and then turned into red. So So where is that peak is then you use the 5 seconds and 30 second chart. Now 30 second chart moves a little slower than 5 second chart. So I also circled it. It's here and here on RSI. And on RSI you can clearly see it is touching or almost touching to the top limit. Now, so this is when 1 hour chart and 30 second chart lined up. It is very near the peak, or it is a peak. But then to really nail it down, you use a 5 second chart at the top right. So there's a little region here, both on the candles and then RSI. So it's a clear region. It is lining up with the 30 seconds and 1 hour. So that's the best place to open position. Now it will reverse. It is very obvious signal, and it is very promising. And as you can see here, the red candle kept falling, long reversal. It is almost 10% drop or even more. So this is first chance to close it. Then when to close it? Now this 5 seconds RSI just went down and then touched the bottom limit. So this is the first chance you can close it. And this is probably when I would be closing. However, if you missed it, then it's gonna keep going up again. So whatever this 10%, 50%, 15% profit may decrease to 10% or 5%. So you don't want to miss that chance. You just close it when RSI gets right onto the bottom, or even a little bit earlier is okay too. So that's the first closing chance. And next it went up. Once you closed here, now the candle went up, and as you can see, now RSI went to the top limit of RSI. Here you can open it again. Then the same thing, RSI traveled quite a long time and then finally reached the bottom. Here you can close the second trade. Then again it went up. Here, see, you look at the RSI here. When it touches the bottom or top, in this case, if you're going to trade from top to the bottom, when RSI reaches the top is the time to open, and when RSI reaches the bottom, that's the time to close. It applies with a 30-second chart too. If you're looking at the 30-second chart, now here is almost close to the bottom. You can close it here too. Now here is the video I showed you in the last clip, but just review it. It's the same clip. 1 hour chart is at the bottom, 30 second is at the bottom, and 5 second was at the bottom. That's why I opened the position. And now waiting for the timing when to close it. When I'm gonna close this is when this 5 second chart reaches the top limit. And this is a very short trade. It's a scalper's trading. It lasts less than 2 minutes. But you can see how I wait and then close it. I'm still, now it's going up, but still not touching the 5 second stop yet. Not yet. Little more. It's about here, right here. Now I closed it. So I made €3.44. It's a scalper. Now this one is a day trader approach. It's over 7 hours trade. I opened the first position around 6 a.m. and then when I woke up a little bit around 8 a.m. it was a little bit losing, so I opened another position, then I went to sleep. After around 5.5 hours later, I woke up and now I'm getting over 50% profit. Here I could close it. You see 5 seconds just touched. This is around 70% profit. That was first chance, but this is just for you to see how it works. I didn't close it. I just continue. So it touched the bottom of the 5 second RSI already, so it's gonna going up. In other words, I'm losing the profit. Now it's down to 60%. It was near 70%, and I will comment as how I'm reading the RSI. In other words, so far I had the one chance I could close it, but I didn't close it. Just to show you how candle will travel. Now it's quite slow, but as you can see, day trading can generate much bigger profit, but it may take, this is already over 7 hours. Now you can see it's reaching the top RSI on the 5 seconds. And now I have a 50, somewhere between 50 and 55% it depends on how high it's gonna go up. It almost looks like coming down. So these are the time you kind of need to be patient, because you don't want to close too early. So now it's still going up. Now it's around 50% to 51%. It is reaching the top limit of 5 seconds RSI. So it's gonna fall down again. See, almost I had the near 70%, but it's now down below 50%. If I close here, I basically lost the 20%. But don't worry, it's gonna come down. Even though it looks like going up, this kind of chart, like you see 1, 2, 3, 4 red candles came down already, it means it is still downtrend. So if you miss the previous closing opportunity, then you have to wait. Now the 1 hour candle is green, but this will turn back to red. See, the 5 seconds RSI didn't touch the bottom and went back again. But next time when 5 seconds RSI touch the top, it is very likely to come down. So this kind of situation, you have to be patient. It may take another 15 minutes to come down, but it will come down, and that 1 hour green candle will turn into red. So this is the kind of thing in the Forex, you have to take your time. as a day trader approach. You cannot prematurely close it. I mean, you can close it, 50% profit is okay. But this is a potential to generate more than 70% or 100%.
From my day and all my loneliness, it went away. You took me out at night.
Now it's coming down and approaching the bottom of 5 seconds RSI now.
Dream that I thought I'd never find, and everything that you are.
So it was another chance I could close it around 55%. But see, it is still coming down. And then you also have to look at the 30 seconds RSI. Now 30 seconds RSI has a plenty of room until reaching the bottom. So it basically means it has a great potential. It will keep falling down until it reaches the 30 seconds bottom RSI. That will be maybe another 30 minutes, 1 hour to get there. So well, it is probably boring for you to just keep watching. But I just wanted to show you how to operate the day trader approach. You kind of have to be patient. Now you're looking at the 1 hour chart. Green candle is getting very small compared to like 5 minutes ago. But anyway, today's video is basically on the Forex, how to spot opening and closing positions. And to help that is those 3 different time frame of the charts, 1 hour and 30 seconds and 5 seconds together, and how to read their RSI together to decide when to open and close. And it's getting long, so I hope you got some idea how to do it, but it takes some time to really understand the best way to do it. I hope you got something, and thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you very soon. Bye bye.